this week's vlog. It is Thursday the 4th. How am I doing, gang? Let's talk about the reading plan for today. I will be finishing Once Broken... No, The Brightest Fell. I almost said Once Broken Fell. Once Broken Faith is the book that came before this. I'll be finishing The Brightest Fell today. I am currently 50% into it. The plan, like I said, is to finish it. I have about 2 hours left in the audiobook. It's a reread. I am enjoying it anyway. And the other plan is to get 75% into Ink Death. I almost said Death Note, and then I almost said Ink Spell, and then we finally got to Ink Death, which is the original final book in the Ink World trilogy. It's still the original, like, final book, because apparently The Color of Revenge is a standalone, allegedly. But some people said that it combines the Mirror World, which I've only read one book from, and the Ink World, and I don't like it. Not interested. Don't want that. We'll see. I don't want to, like, get disappointed before I'm even reading it. My thumb ring. My thumb ring is in the bathroom. I'll get it later. Yeah, also, I got my gifts from Lexi, and I'm really excited about it. We got some stickers. Hold on, I'll show you. I didn't want to, like, open them, because I want to put them on my, or at least one of them on my cup. My, I don't know if you guys know this, but I have this, and it is covered in stickers, and I lost a sticker, and now I have a new sticker I can put there. Hopefully. Maybe we'll see if I like the way that it fits on there, but it's a mouse, like me, and it says, "I'm burnt out, my lord." Me too, bestie. And then this one is a cat, also kind of like me. And it says, "I'll get over it, just let me be dramatic first," which, relatable. These are from Caitlin Marie Prince. This person, I think on Etsy. Thank you, Lexi. I like them a lot. But she also got me, and this is fun because I need to put some stuff in the book jar, and this will be my new book jar. Look at her. I like that it definitely has like some romance references, like One Bed Motel, but it doesn't say too many things that are romance related. It's just pink, which I really like. And Lexi's so good at gifts. And then that's Evil Queen Reads on everything, if you didn't know. She does Sapphic September and Sapphic Spring. And then it has these, which I can write the books on. I think what I want to do maybe is just tape the book covers onto them, because then I can take the tape off and reuse these cards. Or I could order more cards, but I like that it has a lid too. So let's actually go ahead and take these. I'm not going to tape these on, but I'll just go ahead and dump them in there. Yeah. Wait, no, yeah. There we go. And the ones that I read, I can just toss in here. Wow. I need to actually print more of those too, so that works out great. Let's see if this will go on here. There we go. Perfect. Maybe it'll go on my notebook. It would fit right here. Cover up the Darling Doll of Cosmetics, which I am not committed to. Oh, my light died. Okay, that's my cue to fuck off. But there she is. I'm very happy. Okay, here we go. Go this way. Oh, talk to you guys later. Okay, thanks. Bye. Yesterday was good. We had a good day. This is another of the Kindred Bravely outfits that we talked about. Or this is a whole outfit. It's a dress. It should have pockets. It does not. I'll put a picture here. It should have pockets. It doesn't. Anyway, let's talk about what I read yesterday. I finished The Brightest Fell as a reread. We are like leading up to some things, some really important things. I think in the next book, maybe, is when we get to the stuff. I don't know, my series is all fucked up because my mom has a couple of books, and then my book club member and friend Megan has a couple of the books as well. My mom is currently ahead of my reread, but I am catching up very quickly to her because she only reads, I have the mass market paperbacks, and she only reads those when she's like at the pool or on the beach or on vacation. Sure. Sure. I'm not far into it. I finished it. I enjoyed it. 4-star read. I think I enjoyed it more this time than the first time, just because there's so much happening that I know what it's leading up to, and so I'm like, that's exciting. So that's that. That's how I feel about that. I also got 75% into Ink Death. I will be talking about that in the video. Don't even worry about it. Mind your business. The reading plan today is to finish Ink Death, and then I also want to get 50% into The Fifth Elephant by Terry Pratchett. Very excited about that. I also think I want to film my TBR today for July. I know that's crazy. Because it's June 5th, but I have it planned already, and if I just like go ahead and do the book drop pick, then I know what I'm going to be reading, and then I can not feel, I don't know, then I can just like, if I end up being faster at stuff or whatever, then I can just yeah, words. I'm shuffling these because I think they're in the order that I glued them in, and I might remember what that order is. I don't know. But then I can do the book jar pick and go from there. I also got, I'm sorry, my train of thought is all over the place. 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks into July's book blanket, or June's book blanket, not July's, June's book blanket. Yeah, I think today I'll probably, if I have time, try to get all the sci-fi blocks done, and then possibly the other, and either the horror or the nonfiction. We'll see. That's quite a lot, but I want them to be done so that I can have it ready for me to film my mid-year update on it. Because the sooner I can film that, the better. So yeah, I need to time things. I do not know how long this is taking. I don't know. I'm not tracking any of that shit. I need to. I do. But I've not been tracking it. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I might put nails on. I keep talking about it and then not doing it. Also, because my real nails have gotten really long for some reason. Postpartum, they really should not be getting long. They should be like breaking off more, but they're getting longer, and I don't know. I think postpartum. It could be because I'm nursing. I don't know. But I'm gonna go. I gotta update my Ink Death video, and then I need to also do some updates on the CLEARURSHT video. Because I've done some things on that, and I want to talk about it, and I can't talk about it with you. So, okay, thanks, bye. Monday the 8th. I almost said welcome to the Sweets vlog. Hi, it's Monday the 8th. It's like almost 7, so I don't have a lot of time to do all these updates. But I need to do them, so let's go. Let's get this going. I read Friday. I actually just finished Ink Death and then did not read anything else. I like started the Fifth Element and like got a little bit into it and then I just didn't finish it. I watched Couples Therapy, called it good. Not gonna lie, that's how the day went. But I did crochet quite a few of the blocks. Not all the blocks that I wanted to for the book blanket. But I got all the sci-fi ones done. I'll take it. So that's good. The thriller one is done. A couple fantasy ones are done. And then I'll do more today. All good. I also was able to get, no, sorry, that's an update for another video. Don't talk to me, don't talk to me, don't talk to me, don't talk to me. I keep wanting to talk about it. It's clear shit stuff. I'm so tired. We're working on independent napping. I'm gonna talk about my kid again, I'm sorry. We're working on independent napping. The problem is that I'm working, so like on the weekend, it was easy to work on. But like today, I have meetings during all of his naps, and it's just gonna be easier if I'm wearing him. Because it's like, I have to rock him and put him down and all of these things, and then he'll maybe lay down in the pack and play for like 20-30 minutes, and then he's up again and ready, not ready to go. Like he wants to continue to nap. He just doesn't want to continue to nap in the pack and play. And we're having rough sleep at night. I don't know what's going on. We're having rough sleep at night. Is this the 4-month sleep regression? I don't know, but I don't like it because I'm at work and I don't have time to be this tired. I mean, I could absolutely tell my boss, I think we're going through a sleep regression, which sucks when you have a really good sleepy baby. Like when you have a baby that sleeps really well, when they wake up like one extra time in the middle of the night, it's painful. It's painful. Saturday, the first night when we had tried the independent napping all day. I was home, so I was trying it all day. We got one 20-minute nap in the pack and play. The rest were a bust. He slept on me, but I wasn't wearing him. So before there was this whole, he like wouldn't even, if he was swaddled but not worn, still wouldn't sleep. Now we're past that. We can be swaddled, but he still wants to lay on you. Okay, we're working on it. It's just a thing, you know? So we did that Saturday, and then Saturday night, his sleep schedule, we have the same bedroom routine every night. I get him ready for bed, I feed him, I rock him for 20 minutes, I put him down. He sleeps for 4 or 5 hours. Sometimes 6, sometimes 8. But that's the routine. He slept for maybe 45-50 minutes, woke up inconsolable. Whose baby is this? Not my baby. I don't know who this is. It took me like an hour and a half to get him back down. Aiden couldn't do it. It was not my baby. Who's this? Stranger danger. Then he slept like a decent amount. His 2 morning wake-ups, as expected. Like middle of the night wake-ups. He like wakes up at like 3-ish, between 1 and 3, and then he wakes up again between 4 and 5, and then he sleeps until like 7 or 8. And that was still the same. And I was like, okay, well, you know, hate that, don't like that. It made me go, okay, I'm gonna still wear him for a couple of naps, because I think it was too much change in one, because we also switched to a transition swaddle. Maybe we'll put pictures of what I'm talking about for those of you who don't have children and don't know. We had a Velcro swaddle, because he liked to be wrapped up, and we can't do a safe blanket swaddle. So we had a Velcro swaddle. We used to have a Love to Dream arms up one. We liked that, but then he kept going, and then being mad because his hands were like available but not available. This man has never worn mittens. We don't put mittens on him. We don't put socks on him, okay? We just don't. Velcro swaddle. Then Velcro swaddle with one arm out. And he's been doing that for a long time. The reason you do that is because if they are a certain age where they might roll over at any time, or they are showing signs of rolling over, he's not doing this. My son's lazy. Bless him. I love him. He's like, do things on the floor. Bless him. But he is that age. So, one arm out. You're supposed to eventually transition into 2 arms out. We are not there yet because he won't sleep. But I did get a transition swaddle because you're also supposed to transition away from the like chest compression swaddle. Not totally sure why. So a transition swaddle is like a sleep sack. It's like a tank top that's at the bottom. He's also outgrowing the Velcro swaddle, like he's getting too long for it. So right now we're letting him have 1 arm out and 1 hand. 1 hand for self-soothing. And it's working because he flails a little bit trying to get to his hand, but if his hand is just here, it's a lot easier to access and it's not going anywhere. And the swaddle part is less tight, okay? So we had tried that Saturday night and I couldn't get him back down, so I put him in his regular swaddle and he went back to sleep fine. Sunday, I had him in the new swaddle for his naps. He did do 30 minutes in the pack and play really well. I like fully left the room, so it may have been longer than 30 minutes. I don't know. I wore him for his next nap, and then I had him swaddled in the room for his nap after that. He wouldn't go down in the pack and play. That was cool. We just hung out in the room, and then I wore him for his nap after that because we weren't home. So last night he went down super easy, and I was like, okay, so yeah, it was too much between the swaddle and the mommy keeps trying to put me down in the middle of the night naps when she usually wears me, and she didn't wear me at all. Those two would change. Heard, chef. We're also developing object permanence, and so he knows when his dad goes to work, and then he's sad. That's devastating. Because obviously I work from home. I ain't going anywhere. Sorry you guys are like crooked now, it's because I had to plug you in. But last night he woke up 3 times in the middle of the night instead of his standard 2. He woke up at midnight. What does he think this is? Ew. Ew. Midnight and then 3. I was like, you stop it. And then 5. And then he didn't want to go back down with Aiden. Aiden does the 5 because that's when I'm supposed to get up for work. I got up at 6 though because I was sleepy. So that's sagas in parenting. So I'm not sure how we're gonna do today though, because I've got meetings during his naps, and so I can't just like hang out in there. And if he cries, I'm fucked because Aiden's gonna be at work. It'll be easier tomorrow. Aiden closes, so we can get away with at least 1 nap in the pack and play, or like attempted in the pack and play. I also don't have meetings during his nap times. I have 1 meeting during his nap times. But that's the meeting that Aiden is home for, so he can handle that. And then Wednesday, same thing. I have a meeting during the 1 nap that Aiden will be home for. The rest of them I can try. But I think like either alternating or making sure that like 1 or 2 of his naps he's still worn so that he knows that we still love and cherish him. Oh my gosh. Stop. I think that's helpful. I don't know, man. Also, I feel like I just think he should just get stuff. I'm like, I don't understand why you're not just doing the thing. To be fair though, I'm rambling way too much about this. This video is going to be a bitch to edit. Sorry, editing me. To be fair though, I think part of my issue is that like at night, generally, he just goes down. Hold him 20 minutes, put him down. Last night, he did wake up a little fussy 5 minutes into being down. I picked him back up, rocked him, and put him back down. He went back to sleep. After he eats most of the time, like his middle of the night wakings where we feed him, he generally falls asleep right after eating, and then I hold him for like 10 minutes so he doesn't spit up, and then I put him down and he goes back to sleep. So like, I don't understand why it's different at night than it is during the night. And I do think part of it is because like my room is not as dark as it could be, and maybe we need to invest in blackout curtains, and also maybe we need to just start doing our naps in the crib and not the pack and play, because like in a couple of months he is gonna have to start transitioning to the crib, so that is like a whole other thing too. Parenting, man, it's a whole, I feel like my brain is constantly going. Like I'm constantly thinking and constantly planning and constantly considering. We've done more tummy time. We're working on that. We're doing a lot more floor time. Over the weekend, we did a fuck ton of floor time. We spent literally every wake window in the floor. We did not go get on the couch. We spent every wake window in the floor. The reason is because apparently that's really good for them. My bad. Didn't know. I knew we weren't doing enough tummy time. Did not realize like the floor is actually really important. Our floor is hard though. I got down to play with him and I was like, buddy, I wouldn't want to be down here either. Ew. So we got a play mat that's cushioned. So there's that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We're getting there. We'll figure it out. He likes to be in the floor now. He's like, well, why can move? Because his whole, he's like, well, my arms and my legs and my feet and my hands all move. It's really funny. Yesterday, I'm totally rambling about my child. I'm so sorry. This is not about reading. I need you guys to know, as somebody who likes to learn and who finds the human brain really fascinating and like human growth really fascinating, I find all of these things really interesting. Always have, well before I had children or even decided I wanted a child. I found all of these things really interesting and fascinating, and watching it happen in real time is fucking crazy. Cause like I've been around babies, a ton of babies. I used to work the nursery when I was in my little cult church. Okay, I taught children's church for literally years, and then my family has tons of children. Okay, my youngest niece and nephew were like 6, so I know children, and I love children. I do, I love them. But I've never been around it 24/7. Babe, the mouseling and I don't spend a lot of time apart. We're working on it. Okay, I've never spent 24/7 with a baby. It's crazy watching the human brain develop in real time. Like I am watching this, I feel like I'm gonna cry. I am watching this person learn that he has hands and feet, learn he can put things in his mouth, learn that his body does things, and then being like, whoa, my body, my body's doing things. That's crazy. Oh my gosh, wow. Learn to have preferences for things. He makes so many faces, and it's just fascinating and also exhausting. But also, I would also be upset and tired and exhausted if I was the tiny person learning all of these things, right? Like, so I have to have some grace there. I have to have a little bit of grace. I don't know. The human brain is crazy. It's a wonder we've successfully developed as a society, which also is why at this age it's very normal and not a big deal that he wants to be worn to nap. It's safe if mommy has to suddenly go running off into the forest because we're being prey all of a sudden. He's already strapped on me and it's fine. I think they wore them on their backs a lot more back in the day, or in other cultures, than let's say for me personally. But I think that, I've done the research. It's very normal, and like the problem is that he's starting to get too big for it, too long, and so his feet are touching me and my desk and the things, and it's waking him up. And so he's not getting as good of a quality of a nap. And so I want to fix that. And that's really notable because when I was swaddling him over the weekend and having him sleep on me but not strapped to me, so his body was able to move a little bit more freely, not quite, but a little more, I had to wake him up from each of his naps because he was sleeping so well. So, I don't know. This is a 15-minute update. Jesus Christ. Let me tell you what I'm going to read today, and then I'm going to go. I'm going to finish The Fifth Elephant by Terry Pratchett, hopefully, or at least get 75%. And then I'm going to get 50% into The Color of Revenge by Cornelia Funk, which is for my in-cart read. We're not going to talk about that here, but that's what it's for. Okay? Okay. Love you, bye. I don't know what time of day, but it's happening. It's Tuesday, the 9th. I'm exhausted. We are not sleeping. We're not sleeping well. We've added an additional week. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna crash soon now, so. My husband's Thursday off, so I may see if he would be willing tomorrow night to take one of the middle of the night feeds, because I'm so tired. Hi, it's Tuesday the 9th. What did I don't know, I read stuff. So why was this easier at like 2 weeks postpartum, but then at like 4 months postpartum? The lack of sleep is really getting to me. Right, I played D&D, so my Excel spreadsheet is closed. Yesterday, I finished the 5th Elephant. It was fine, it was just not my favorite. I just scarfed it down. Yeah, for Discworld, I'm tired of Rinsmond, and I'm tired of the Night Watch. I'm gonna be honest. More witches, please. More death, please. Those are what I'm asking for. That's all. And then I got 50% into The Color of Revenge. It's for my in-cart reread. Mind your business. The plan today for reading is to get 50% into The Truth from Terry Pratchett and 75% into The Color of Revenge. Inkworld. Crochet-wise, I did get quite a few blocks done. I don't know how many I had done last time, but I'm almost done. I need to finish the nonfiction one I was in the middle of before my child woke up yesterday. And then all I have left is fantasy. So I need to make 3 romance centers and then make the rest of the fantasy. Which is cool. I'll probably start sewing that on sooner rather than later. I also, big brain thinking, had the idea to do, once I'm done with this book blanket, so in the future, my child's almost a year old, that's crazy, do a video about 5 years of book blankets, because when I finish this will be the 5th book blanket that I have made. I'm trying to decide if I want to do a book blanket again next year, or if I want to do a snake or something. I still haven't decided, but I'm playing around with a few ideas in my head. However, there's a couple, like there's hexagons, which I think are kind of cool. I really like, some people have done squares where it's not granny squares, it's just like one square for each month. That's really nice. I would need to pick a border color and an applique, like a different color. But that's really nice, and it would be really easy too, because then I can just like, I don't know, I think it would be really easy. But yeah, that's it. I don't have a lot else to say. I'm exhausted. So, I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, thanks, bye. 4-month sleep regression is a time. So this is gonna be quick because I'm so tired. Yesterday I finished The Truth from Terry Pratchett. It was good. 4-star read. I enjoyed it a lot. I like the industrial books. I think they're fun. Then I finished The Color of Revenge. 3-star read. I'll talk about that in another video. I, crochet-wise, got all of the blocks made except for the fantasy ones, so I just need to make those fantasy ones, and I can start sewing some stuff on. There she is. I can start sewing some stuff on. Will I do that today? I don't know. Then the plan today for reading, I'm going to get 100% to Exit Strategy from Martha Wells, which is a reread, and I'm going to get 25% into Sister Sinner, which is a nonfiction book. I'm going to try to do a couple of fantasy blocks and also this on. I'm also going to finish the ink art video today, and then ideally edit today, because I haven't edited. So I need to do that as well. That is the plan. I'm so sleep deprived, it's not even funny. So I'm gonna go. Bye. My husband has today off, so he took the first 2 wakings because both of them happened before 2 a.m. last night. And he woke up, the baby woke up at 1 and didn't go back down until 3. You're sliding. Okay. It's Thursday, the 11th, which means I'm going to close out the vlog. I really have to edit. I really have to edit. But that's fine. I'll work on it. I was supposed to do that yesterday, but I ended up not. But I have a plan. The plan today is that you know what, we'll talk about it in next week's vlog. Let's talk about what I read yesterday. Not a lot. I got 30% into Sister Center. Hold on, sorry, is that correct? Yep, 30% into Sister Center. I'm enjoying it. It's interesting. It feels very fantastical. Like, it doesn't feel real. I know that it is real, but it doesn't feel real. And then I also did finish one of the Murderbot books, Exit Strategy. I finished Exit Strategy, which was good. It was good. I enjoyed it, as expected. You know, I had originally rated it 5 stars and I didn't edit that. Me now would say maybe not. But that is what I read yesterday. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go. Not I think, I know I'm gonna go. And I will talk to you guys later because I have a lot of things I need to do. So I'm gonna update next week's vlog and then film my TBR and then go. Okay, we're gonna go. Love you, bye.